Jai Sri Ram. Sitaram, namaskar to everyone. Our respected Vyas, Pandit Shivanand Maharaj, our Shrotas who have joined us tonight, all our accompanying musicians on stage, distinguished audience here present with us physically as well as our viewing audience on social media. Welcome. On behalf of the National Council of Indian Culture, welcome to everyone. Now this is our fourth night of the Yagna for Divali Nagar 2024. And the theme of the Nagar is Grihastha Ashram, and as we have placed it, building homes and building families. The first night we had Sri Suraj Ramachan, and the last two nights we have had Gita Vahini. So tonight and for tomorrow night, we are extremely privileged to have with us Sri Ravi Bharati of the Paramdam Ashram in South Trinidad. Now, Sri Ravi Bharati is from south of Trinidad, Pinal to be exact, and after his secondary school education, he found himself a job at a government ministry. However, while performing his duties, he was involved in organizing programs at the workplace, both social and religious. And during this time, he developed a keen yearning to know and to experience the richness of his traditions and value system. Now, this desire was so intense that he took a very bold step. He resigned his job in 1987, and he left the land of his birth, Trinidad and Tobago, to journey to the land of his ancestral forefathers, Bharat. There he spent approximately 6.5 years. And the first few years he studied at Kashi, Banaras. He studied Sanskrit, Hindi, philosophy, and a bit of music. The next 2 years he spent at Swami Chinmayananda's ashram in Powai, Mumbai. And there he studied Hindu philosophy, Vedanta under the guidance of Swami Chinmayananda himself, which indeed it was a tremendous blessing. For he, along with Swami Prakashananda, were among the last students to actually experience the direct teachings under Swami Chinmayanandaji. Sri Ravi Bharati returned to Trinidad in 1993, and he has since dedicated his life to full-time service, religious, and voluntary work. He founded the Paramdam Ashram in 1997 and has been the driving force behind the construction of the magnificent temple and community facility at the ashram in Pinal. For those of you who have not been to that ashram, I would recommend that you at least, when you make the time and visit that ashram. And apart from the pujas and yagnas, Sri Ravi Bharati is involved in youth camps and anything that is youth related. He has this passion for working with young people, and he lends a lot of his time to listening and counseling. He also conducts various classes in person, and he's also conducting classes online. These include Vedic chanting, Bhagavad Gita chanting, Vedanta classes, and Puja Vidhi. All classes are presently ongoing. And again, I encourage everyone to please find out about these programs and join in. Sri Ravi Bharati also serves on the board of directors, United Way, Trinidad and Tobago. So we are extremely privileged to have him as our Vyasji for the next 2 nights. I think this is the first time that he will be officiating at a yagya of Divali Nagar at NCIC grounds here in Chagonas. And, and asking him to be part of our yagya and to give his thoughts on the theme, we felt that here is a young, dynamic person who has been serving community faithfully and who has been serving the nation of Trinidad and Tobago faithfully. And he's also a Grihastha. So we felt it was most fitting, to ask him to be our Vyas for the next 2 nights. So I hand you over to Sri Ravi Bharati.
Namaskar or Suswagatam. My humble prostrations and a warm welcome to each and everyone. To the President of NCIC, Shri Devrup Timarji, bahut dhanyavad. Thank you very much for the invitation and the introduction also to Sister Hemlata ji. और सभी लोगों को मैं प्रणाम करता हूँ और आपका सुस्वागत करता हूँ. It gives me great pleasure to be part of this yagna. And Grihastha Ashram is no doubt one of the beautiful institutions, the stages that Sanatana Dharma has prescribed. Before we continue further, सबसे पहले वैदिक मंत्राः reciting the Vedic mantras. Mananat trayate iti mantraha. That which, when recited, has the power to protect the mind from all negativities. That which has the power to free the mind from all limitations. That which empowers the individual when recited is what we refer to as a mantra. You can sit back and close your eyes. You can open your eyes and just listen. Those who recite, those who hear, those who understand, and those who apply these Vedic mantras into day-to-day living, these individuals are very fortunate to be part of it. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspratana Shrinvannuti Bhiseda Sadhanam Om Shri Mahadhiganapataye Namaha Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe Paramahamsaya Dhimahi Tanno Hamsaf Prachodayat Om Shri Saraswatye Namaha Om Akhanda Mandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Shri Sadgurave Namaha Atha Purusha Suktam Om Tacchayoravrinemahe Gatum Yajnaya Gatum Yajnapataye Daivi Swastirastunaha Swastirmanushebhyah Urdhvam Jagatu Bheshvajam Shanno Astu Dvipade Sham Chatushpade Om Shanti 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 Om Sahasrashirha Purushah Sahasrakshas Sahasrapad Sabhumim Vishwato Vritva Atyatishtat Dashangulam Purusha Eve Dadam Sarvam Yad Bhutam Yad Chabhavyam Utamrit Advasyeshanah Yanannena Tirohati Etavanasya Mahima अतो जायागश्च पूरुषः पादोऽस्य विश्वभूतानि त्रिपादस्यामृतं दिवि त्रिपादूर्ध्व उदयपुरुषः पादोऽस्येह भवात् पुनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामत् शासनानशने अभि तस्मात् विराड जायत विराजो अधिपूरुषः स जातो अत्यरिच्यत पश्चात् भूमिमतो पुरः यत्पुरुषेण हविषा देवा यज्ञमतन्वत वसन्तो अस्यासीराजम् ग्रीष्म इद्मः शरद्रविः सप्तास्यासन् परिधयः त्रिसप्तः समिधः कृताः देवा यज्ञम् तन्वानाः अबध्नन् पुरुषम् पशुम्
तैयज्ञम् बर्हिषि प्रोक्षन्
पुरुषम् जातमग्रतः तेन देवा अयजन्त साजा ऋषयश्च ये तस्माद् यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः सम्भृतम् प्रषदाज्यम् पशूदस्तादश्चक्रे वायव्यान् आरण्यान् ग्राम्याश्च ये तस्माद् यज्ञात् सर्वहुतः ऋचः सामानि जग्निरे छन्दांसि जग्निरे तस्मात् यजुस्तस्मादजायत तस्मादश्वा अजायन्त ये केचोभयागतः गावोह जग्निरे तस्मात् जाता अजावयः यत्पुरुषम् व्यददुः कदिधा व्यकल्पयन् मुखम् किमस्य कौ बाहु कावूरूपादावुच्येते ब्राह्मणोऽस्य मुखमासीत् बाहुराजन्यकृतः
ऊरुतरस्य यद्वैषः
पद्भ्यागम् शूद्रो अजायत चन्द्रमा मनसो जातः चक्षो सूर्यो अजायत मुखादिन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च प्राणाद् वायुरजायत नाभ्या आसीदन्तरिक्षम् शीर्ष्णोद्यौ समवर्तत पद्भ्याम् भूमिर्दिशश्रोत्रात् तथा लोकादम् अकल्पयन् वेदाहमेतम् पुरुषम् महान्तम् आदित्यवर्णम् तमसस्तु पारे सर्वाणि रूपाणि विचित्य धीरः नामानि कृत्वा विवदन्यदास्ते धाता पुरस्तादमुदा जहार शक्रप्रविद्वान् परिषष्टतस्रः तमेवम् विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यपन्था अयनाय विद्यते यज्ञेन यज्ञमयजन्त देवाः तानि धर्माणि प्रथमान्यासन् ते हनाकम् महिमानः सचन्ते यत्र पूर्वे साध्यः सन्ति देवाः अद्य सम्भूतः पृथिव्यैरसा च विश्वकर्मणः समवर्ततानि तस्य त्वष्टा विदधद्रूपमेति तत्पुरुषस्य विश्वमाजानमग्रे वेदाहमेतम् पुरुषम् महान्तम्
आदित्यवर्णम् तमसः परस्तात्
तमेवम् विद्वानमृत इह भवति नान्यपन्था विद्यते यनाय प्रजापतिश्चरति गर्भे अन्तः अजायमानो बहुधा विजायते तस्य धीरा परिजानन्ति योनिम् मरीचीनाम् पदमिच्छन्ति वेदसः यो देवेभ्य आदिपति यो देवानाम् पुरोहितः पूर्वो यो देवेभ्यो जातः नमो रुचाय ब्राह्मये रुचम् ब्राह्मम् जनयन्तः देवा अग्रे तदब्रुवन् यस्त्वैवम् ब्राह्मणो विद्यात् तस्य देवा असन्वशे रीष्यते लक्ष्मीश्च पत्न्यौ अहोरात्रे पार्श्वे नक्षत्राणि रूपम् अश्विनौ व्यातम् इष्टम् मनिषाण अमुम् मनिषाण सर्वम् मनिषाण ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Let us enjoy some beautiful kirtan bhajans by the group on stage.
जय गणेश गणनाथ दयानिधे सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। गति भरे जो ध्यान तुम्हारो, कीर्ति पूरन कारज सारे। जगदीश गणनाथ दयानिधि, सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। लंबोदर गज बदन मनोहर, कर त्रिशूल परशुरन धारी। लंबोदर गज बदन मनोहर, कर त्रिशूल परशुरन धारी। जगदीश गणनाथ दयानिधि, सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। रत्न भरे जो ध्यान तुम्हारो, कीर्ति पूरन कारज सारे। रिधि सिधि दो चवन धुलावे, मूषक वाहन परम सुखारी। रिधि सिधि दो चवन धुलावे, मूषक वाहन परम सुखारी। जगदीश गणनाथ दयानिधि, सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। रत्न भरे जो ध्यान तुम्हारो, कीर्ति पूरन कारज सारे। जगदीश गणनाथ दयानिधि, सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। सकल विघ्न कर दूर हमारे। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः तन मन की सुधा बिसरते हैं, सन्मुख भोलेनाथ खड़े हैं। तन मन की सुधा बिसरते हैं, सन्मुख भोलेनाथ खड़े हैं। एक तक सारे देख रहे हैं, पार्वती के साथ खड़े हैं। तन मन की सुधा बिसरते हैं, सन्मुख भोलेनाथ खड़े हैं। भोलेनाथ भोलेनाथ भोलेनाथ
गृहस्थ आश्रम। हमारे संस्कृति में चतुर आश्रम है। In our tradition, there are 4 ashramas. Brahmacharya ashrama, the stage in which the individual is spent in focusing on his education, both sacred and secular. The second stage is Grihastha Ashrama, the institution which we call the householder, family, and much more different responsibilities and commitments. Vanaprastha, semi-renunciation, gradually renouncing responsibilities and focusing more on one's spiritual upliftment. And the last of the 4 ashramas, sannyasa, sannyasa ashrama, complete renunciation both at the physical and mental level. All these 4 ashramas, all these different stages in the life of individuals are no doubt beautiful. As a child growing up, there is no worries whatsoever, because a child has no responsibilities, no commitments to work and earn an income to survive. It is the parents who do all of that for them. So in the childhood stage, the brahmacharya stage, the child enjoys all of that freedom. The child has one goal: to focus on their education, both sacred and secular. Both are important. The wings, the pair of wings of a bird, both wings have to be balanced in order to have a beautiful flight and a beautiful landing. One wing represents secular education, the other wings represent sacred education. They both go hand in hand. Secular education ensures a livelihood, an income for survival. But sacred knowledge gives us a quality of life. Hence, both are important. So all the 4 ashramas are no doubt beautiful. So having left Brahmacharya ashrama, many of us, the majority of people in the world, have entered into this stage called Grihastha Ashrama. One who enters the Grihastha stage is called a Grihasthi, a family member, a householder. And in this institution, this stage is ashrama, both individuals come to enjoy what we call love. We come to enjoy the joy of feeling loved by someone, cared for by someone, and you also loving in return to the other partner. Knowing that there is someone cares for you and you are caring for the other party, knowing that you're making an impactful difference in the life of your partner. Grihastha Ashram is no doubt a beautiful institution. All the trials and tribulations, all the ups and downs, you are driven to the limit by the spouse, by your friends, by your children. It creates a whole different world altogether, the Grihastha Ashrama. In comparison to Brahmacharya Ashrama, Grihastha Ashrama is exciting. It is creative. It is understanding. It is learning much more about others in life. But before we go further into Grihastha Ashrama, let us analyze Sanatan Dharma. And it comes from the standpoint, am I prepared? क्या मैं तैयार हूं गृहस्थ आश्रम के लिए? Am I prepared for Grihastha Ashrama? गृहस्थ आश्रम के बारे में मैं क्या जानता हूं? What do I know about Grihastha Ashrama? कैसे तैयार करूं? How can I prepare myself for Grihastha Ashrama? What are the commitments? What are the responsibilities it entails in Grihastha Ashrama? What should I know or what should I not know about Grihastha Ashrama? Has anyone, be it my parents, be it my colleagues, be it any elder, have they communicated with me highlighting what to expect, what not to expect in marriage, in the Grihastha Ashrama? संसार से संस्कार से संस्कृति. Through sanskaras, we developed a culture. Sanskriti se sansar, our culture, our value system creates our world. Sanskar kya hai? What is sanskar? In Sanatan Dharma, sanskara is given great importance. संस्कार क्या है? संस्कार एक impression है. It's an impression engraved in the nervous system of every individual. It is difficult to find one word in English to describe sanskara. But we can use one word which is acceptable as a sacrament, an act of purification, an outer act with an inner grace. This sanskara, when performed by the individual, it purifies the mind. It creates a sense of inner equilibrium, inner purity. An outer act with an inner grace. An outer action performed with the understanding of inner purity of the mind. In all yogas, there is one goal, the purity of the mind. Manashuddhi, the purity of the mind, is all the goal, the one goal of all yogas. When the mind is in that state of equilibrium, मन में समत्व में होता है, एकदम शांत रहते हैं, one enjoys the inner peace. There is no oscillation of the mind of the individual. So a samskara is an act performed with the sense organs of actions and perception, the 10 sense organs, Dasha Indriyas. Pancha Jnana Indriyas, the eyes, the ears, the nose, the tongue and the skin. ये पंच ज्ञान इंद्रिय है. The 5 sense organs of perception. We perceive stimuli or data or information from the outer world through these 5 sense organs. And we respond to these scenarios through the 5 organs of action. Pancha karma indriya. The hands, the feet, the faculty of speech, organs of reproduction, organs of action, excretion. These are the dash indriyas. One who is the master of these 10 sense organs is called Dasharatha, the 10 chariots. One who has no control of these 10 sense organs, they are called Dashanana, Ravana. Hence, any action performed through these 10 sense organs, they are recorded as sanskaras. So sanskaras is Sanskriti. Through our sanskaras, we develop a culture, a value system. Why? Because through the sanskaras we performed action which will purify our inner equipments, our inner personality. When it influences, impacts, and purifies the inner personality, the mind and intellect, the individual begins to see things clearly, understand things differently. Their speech, their actions are of a different nature. So, the purpose of samskara is to what? The purpose of samskara is to ensure every individual who embraces the path of samskara becomes an asset to a society, an asset to himself, an asset to the family, to the society, the community, to the nation. The purpose of samskara. Every individual has the opportunity through their parents to instill these samskaras, these values, to inculcate, to imbibe into the mind of the innocent children yet to be born or to be brought forth into the world. So sanskar, the personality, creates our culture because our actions, when performed, our speech and actions, when performed, it creates an impression. That is the samskara. It creates an impression in which it forms a habit. A continuous repetition of these actions form our character. Our character, our personality is the influence of the samskaras instilled into every individual. But to influence these values, it is clearly given. Annam, food, influences our thoughts. Food has the ability to influence in a positive way the thoughts that we entertain. When the food influences the mind in a positive manner, what happens? Our thoughts, our actions, our speech, they shall all be of a positive nature. So man is nothing but a bundle of thoughts. Man is his man, his mind. Man is a bundle of thoughts. Man is what he eats, because the food influences the thoughts, the speech, and the actions. And this continuous repetition of these actions is the habit that has been there in him. It forms his character. And this is where most householders cook their own food at home. So when they are cooking their food, they recite mantras, kirtanam, bhajanam, and having completed cooking the food, we take out the bhojan and we offer that to Bhagwan Krishna. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Om Brahmarpanam Brahmavihi. Brahmagnau Brahmanahutam. Brahmaivate Nagantavyam. Brahma Karma Samadhina. We make this offering of food with love and devotion. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Yume Bhaktya Prayachati. Tadam Bhaktyupratam. Ashnami Pretatmanaha. A leaf, a flower, a fruit, a drop of water. Bhakti Sahitam. If it is offered with devotion, Ashnami, I come to partake of it. Bhagavan Krishna declares in Bhagavad Gita. I come to partake of it because of the love and devotion it has. So when the householders are preparing food at home, with the mantras recited, be it through YouTube or on their own reciting it, the kirtan, the bhajan, it creates a vibration and energy. And food that has that energy to nourish the individual. That's the power of food. And that's the power of mantras when recited at home when the householders are cooking food. The vibration, the energy created through these mantras, kirtan and bhajan. Even when we go to a mandir, most of the individuals who cook in a mandir, they are grihasthas, householders. And they take the same habit from home to the mandir, reciting mantras, kirtan, bhajan. Even so, before they put the pot on the fire, when they're about to light the fire, what do? They recite a mantra, they perform achamanam around Agni Devata to avoid any fatal situation with the fire. And having cooked all the food for the yagna, for the puja, they will take some of the food and offer it as prasad into the homa. So everything becomes prasadam. And what is prasadam? Food offered to the divine first, then becomes prasadam to us. The power of prasadam has what? To purify the mind and intellect of mankind. But there are some individuals, while cooking in the mandir, a different kind of discussion take place, which may bring about negative energy, negative vibration. We have to learn to change that attitude, that culture. We have to change that attitude and culture. Even at home while we are eating, we should not eat food when we are in the state of being angry. It will not energize the body. It will not bring about positive vibration. Hence, avoid being angry when we are cooking, when we are eating. Many of us sit before the television and eat food. Many of us are on our phones while we are eating. It does not create positive energy in that manner. So that's, when it comes to food, how we should look at the energy created, the impact it creates in the mind. This lifestyle, our lifestyle, this lifestyle is our culture, our Sanskriti. And if this Sanskriti, our lifestyle, that creates our sansara, our world. It is because the samskaras instilled into me by my elders, by my parents, and every other individual who has been part of my life. So samskaras is about imbibing, instilling, inculcating a value system into an individual. Sanskaras empowers an individual with values. That individual becomes an asset. You and I have the opportunity. When an individual is empowered with values, he or she becomes a positive influence on himself, the family, the neighborhood, the community, the nation. I want to hire such an individual who is an asset. Anyone who's a liability, no one wants such an individual in their company. The purpose of samskara is to ensure a civil society a law-abiding society, a caring society, a kind and loving and a happy society. Every individual in the world, in any profession, wants the same thing: happiness for everyone. We are all looking for one thing in different fields. Some may get comfort and luxury, but there is no guarantee of getting happiness from the outer world. There is no object, there is no being who can give us happiness. We think the toys that we get, every occasion, parents buy toys, grandparents buy toys, and the children seem to express a sense of joy and happiness. And we think that we are happy. That joy, that comfort you get is not happiness. We equate joys with happiness, with comforts with happiness. You cannot equate comforts with happiness. It can never be happiness. So, when an individual is empowered, and the samskara is meant to empower and to create a civil society, that is the samskara, the sansara we all want. A place where we all find a common ground for peace, for love, for kindness, for caring, for sharing. We have to create that sansara through our sanskara. We have to create that. It is meant for every individual to start that and make that change. So sanskar says Sanskriti, Sanskriti says sansar. Empowering an individual with a value system, which in his way of life, the Sanskriti, which in turn will create his world, which makes a vast difference. It is the householders, the majority of us in the world, who are the householders. The roles of parents. As we enter into Grihastha Ashram, am I prepared for Grihastha Ashram? What is there to be expected in Grihastha Ashram? The family's life, the householder's life. To be a Grihasthi. It no doubt, it brings about for parents the greatest responsibilities and commitments. The most difficult task in the world is being a parent. A job that does not give you a salary. It is a job that has no holidays. It is a job that has no sick leave. When the mother in the home is sick, she still gets up and prepares breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the entire household. If the father is sick, he wants attention. But who gives the mother attention when she is sick? Irrespective of the condition of the mother, she still gets up and does everything in the house and no complaints. Being in Grihastha Ashrama, we have the opportunity as parents to change the entire world through one individual, our child. And a beautiful story comes into mind. And that story is about Shivaji and Jijabai. When Bharat Desh was under the influence and the rule of the Mughals, under oppression, one day Jijabai asked her father, "Papa, why do we have to live under such conditions? Why can't we do something about it?" And the father said to the daughter, Jijabai, "What can I do? Main kya karu? What can I do?" Jijabai turned to her brothers and asked them the same question. Why do we have to live under oppression? Can we not change that? The brothers said to her, "What can we do? Hum kya kare?" Jijabai turned to her husband and asked the same question. What can we do? And he says, "I cannot do anything." It took one woman, a mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister, who changed the whole course of Indian history by Jijabai instilling into an unborn child the great heroic acts of Hanumanji, of Bhagwan Krishna, of Arjuna. All these great heroes she instilled into an unborn child within a womb, like Abhimanyu in the Mahabharata, teaching his son, Arjuna, teaching his son Abhimanyu while still within the womb of his mother. That is Sanatan Dharma. While your infant is still within your womb, you have a responsibility to teach your child. Every single day, for those who are venturing to family life, recitation of the Gayatri Mantram 9 times in the morning by both parents to be, in the evening 9 times also for the next 9 months. So you are instilling the sanskaras long before the child takes birth into the world. And when the child is delivered into the world, the mother has the responsibility when she gets the baby into her hands, into her bosom. She recites the Gayatri Mantram again 9 times into the right ear of the child. And when the father gets the opportunity to come and hold the child also for the first time, he also recites the Gayatri Mantram 9 times into the right ear of the child. These are the samskaras you are instilling as a parent into your infant, into your child. The duties of parents are no doubt trying. They drive you up a wall sometime, but they're a bundle of joy. Parenthood is a bundle of painful joy or a bundle of joyful pain. You take it how you want it. Ask parents, they will tell you, and I'll do it all again for my children. In spite of all the thunder and lightning they give me, I will do it all over again as a parent. So instilling what? Passing on the baton, passing on the dharma to the next generation. I remember when we were small, my Aji, my Nani, used to tell us the stories. Tota Maina ki kahani. All the great kings, ego Raja Rahalba, ego Rani Rahalba. Once there was a king who lived and there was a queen. Raja to is par to Rahalba. On this side of the river he dwelt. The queen, they were not married yet. She lived across the other side of the river. They both got married, they bring 4 children, and the story continues. All these stories, the kisas, the kahani, which was told by our Aji and Nani, still leaves an impression on my mind. Abhi tak to yaad aati hai. I still remember all these kisa and kahani, all because our ancestors took the time to instill these values, these samskaras. It is instilling our dharma onto our minds, our children. The minds of children are like blank slates. You inscribe anything on a blank slate, it leaves an impression. So the minds of children are like a fertile soil, and the parents are the farmers, sowing the seeds of right values, dharma or sanskara. By doing so, the parents are empowering our children. But there comes a time when Indian parents are the problem. Every Indian parent wants to remove all the mountains, all the obstacles from the child's pathway. Parents, don't do that. If you remove all the mountains, all the obstacles on the pathway of children, what are they going to face with? An easy life, which is not part of Sanatan Dharma. We want to do everything for our children. We want to, every single thing. If you go to some kids in their homes, they don't put their clothes in a basket, they don't fold their clothing, they don't make up their bed, they don't take up the plate from the table, they don't make any sandwiches or anything for themselves. The parents do everything. The child does not sweep, does not wash the car, does not do anything in the house. The child goes to school, Passes the exam, the parents buy a car, they buy a house. The parents want to do everything. What are you leaving for your children to do? And when the children get married, they give the grandparents the responsibility to see about the children. You have even shunned your responsibility as parents. And grandparents are spoiling the grandchildren. That's the duty of grandparents. So, I am asking grandparents and parents, do not do everything for your children. Allow them the opportunity. Teach them how to climb the mountain. Don't remove the mountain. Let them climb the mountain. Let them embrace the obstacles. Let them overcome the obstacles through prarthana. So you worship Ganapati Ji, Vignaharan Karne Wala, the one who removes the obstacle. Ganapati Ji doesn't come directly in front of you and remove the obstacle. He inspires you and I. He encourages us. He gives us the strength and the wisdom to overcome the challenges of life. So allowing the children the opportunity to overcome it, they become prayerful to Ganapati Ji. Parents, allow the children the opportunity. And when that happens, and you are preparing for your children, Tujhe Suraj Kahu Ya Chanda, how should I refer to you? Should I refer to you as the sun, as the moon, as the stars? My child will allow my name to be taken to a different level. My child will take my name to a different level, all because of the sanskaras, all because of what we have instilled into that child. You and I have that opportunity of making that difference in the child's life. Let's all join together. तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज उजाला। तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा, तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, जग में मेरा राज उजाला। मैं कब से तरस रहा था, मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले, नन्ही सी हंसी के बदले मेरी सारी दुनिया ले ले। तेरे संग झूल रहा है मेरी बाहों में जग सारा, मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन, तेरी तुझे मैं चलना सिखलाऊं, कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा, जब मैं बूढ़ा हो जाऊं। तू मिला तो मैंने पाया जीने का नया सहारा, मेरा नाम करे सूरज कहूँ
चंदा तुझे दीपक कहूँ क्या तारा तेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज
मेरे बाद भी इस दुनिया में जिंदा मेरा नाम रहेगा जो भी तुझको देखेगा तुझे मेरा लाल कहेगा तेरे रूप में मिल जाएगा मुझको जीवन दोबारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा तुझे सूरज कहूँ या चंदा तुझे दीप कहूँ या तारा मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन जग में मेरा राज दुलारा जग में मेरा राज दुलारा जग में मेरा राज How should I refer to you? तुझे सूरज कहूँ, should I refer to you as the sun? तुझे दीप कहूँ, the light of my eyes? या तारा? मेरा नाम करेगा रोशन. My offspring will bring glory to my name. Not every child. कुपुत्रो जायेत लेकिन कुमाता न भवति. The possibility of an unworthy child, but there is never an unworthy mother. मैं कब से तरस रहा था. For how long we have been waiting for your arrival. मेरे आंगन में कोई खेले. For someone to play in our courtyard. How many years have we been preparing for an offspring to take birth into our homes? नन्ही सी का हंसी के बदले, a young infant, innocent, smiling little bubbly baby. मेरी सारी दुनिया खुशी ले ले. The child has taken away all my happiness. The child has given me their happiness. तेरे संग झूल रहा, मेरी बाहों में जगत सारा. You have become my entire world to me in my bosom, as the child is embraced by the parent in the home. आज उंगली थाम के तेरी. Today, I hold my child's finger and teach my child how to walk. कल हाथ पकड़ना मेरा. Tomorrow my child holds my hand when I have reached old age and teaches me how to walk. तुम मिला तो मैंने पाया. I have met you, you have met me. The beauty of Sanatan Dharma, my karma, my spouse's karma, and my child's karma have to be in alignment for all of us to be born in that family. In chapter 6 of the Gita, Bhagavan Krishna clearly highlights, if you are in the spiritual path and you have not attained moksha, you'll be born in the homes of all the great rishis to continue the journey to attain the final stage. If you are on the spiritual path and did not achieve your final destination of moksha, in your next birth, you will be born in the home of the rishis. You will be born in an institution where spirituality is of utmost importance. In such an environment, we shall take birth. Because of my karma in the past, because of my spouse's karma in the past, and my child's karma in the past, all three of us, our karma has to be in alignment for us to be in a family. And then sometimes we ask the question, what karma did I do to have you? Look at a child's life, you'll know exactly what kind of karma you have done. What good karma or not so good karma or bad karma we have. मेरे बाद भी इस दुनिया में, even long after I have departed from this world, जिंदा मेरा नाम रहेगा. My name shall continue to live. Why? जो भी तुझको देखेगा, whoever sees you, my child, तुझे मेरा लाल कहेगा. You will say, the society will say, that's so and so son. तेरे रूप में मिल जाएगा मुझको जीवन दोबारा. I have gotten the opportunity to live life again through my child. The parents are born again in their child. If you understand this beautiful song, it says, this child came as an angel into my home. A child that comes through parents does not belong to the parents. The parents are only the medium through which they come. They are not yours. बस एक तोहफा है. They are only a gift to you. Show the gift, the respect and the appreciation. मेरे घर आई. Don't play any music for this one, right? मेरे घर आई हो, मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, चांदनी के हसीन रथ पे सवार. मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी. उसकी बातों में शहद जैसी मिठास, उसके सांसों में इत्र की महकास. होठ जैसे के भीगे भीगे गुलाब, गाल जैसे के दह के अनार. मेरे घर आई हो, मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी. उसके आने से मेरे आंगन में खिल उठे फूल, गुनगुनाई बहार. देख कर उसको जी नहीं भरता, चाहे देखूं उसे हजारों बार. चाहे देखूं उसे हजारों बार. मेरे घर आई हो, मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी. मैंने पूछा उसे कि कौन है तू, हंस के बोली कि मैं हूँ तेरा प्यार. मैं तेरे दिल में थी हमेशा से, घर में आई हूँ आज पहली बार. मेरे घर आई हो, मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, चांदनी के हसीन रथ पे सवार. मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी. चांदनी के हसीन रथ पे सवार. मेरे घर आई हो, मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी, एक नन्ही पड़ी. When you understand a song between a mother and a child, when the mother sings a lullaby, she creates a vibration, she creates an energy in which a child is loved and the child responds and reciprocates the same love towards the mother. मेरे घर आई एक नन्ही पड़ी and came to my home is a beautiful angel. This child who came into the home of parents, I want you all to understand this child is a gift to you and I. It is not your child. It is a child of the universe that has been given to you as a gift. It may have come through you. It is not yours. Learn the art of how to appreciate this gift, how to treasure this gift, and respect this gift. We only have our children for about 17 years. After that, they are gone. Enjoy their presence for the 17 years you have them. the power of motherhood. The mother has the world in her hands. She can create, she can shape the world she wants to see through her karma, through her samskaras in her child. Like Jijabai, like Bhagwan Krishna and Yashoda Maya, like Kaushalya Maya and Dashrath ji in the Ramcharitramanas. Thumaka Chalat. This beautiful bhajan, Thumaka Chalat Ramachandra. When the baby is born in the home, how long we have been awaiting the arrival of this infant. What happens? Bhagwan Ram. Thumak chalat Ramachandra, bajat penjaniya. The little anklets making little noise when the first footstep, the second footstep.
धुमक चलत रामचंद्र, धुमक चलत रामचंद्र, बाजत पैंजनिया, धुमक चलत रामचंद्र,
Ramchandraji begins to walk in the courtyard and begins to fall on. Girata bhumi lattapatai. He falls down on the ground and the mother picks him up again. You know, माँ बेटे के बीच में कुछ संबंध हो रहा है. A bond has been created between both the mother and the child. The power of motherhood, because the center of the universe is the home. When the mothers take the responsibility of the home, when you are getting married, it is given, give me the responsibilities of your finances and the home. How many of you remember the marriage vows? Give me the responsibilities of your finances and the home. That's one of the requests she has. The mother takes the responsibility of the home. And when the mother takes the responsibility of the home, everything runs beautifully. You may build a building. It takes a woman to create a home. And the women in our lives are important. Mothers, sisters, daughters, dulhan. I am surrounded by 13 women in my life. My mother, my 2 sisters, my dulhan, and my 9 daughters. Surrounded by all of them. So when the home is the center of the universe, whatever the mother says or does during pregnancy, it instills in the mind, it's recorded in the mind, it is inscribed on the mind, the innocent mind of that little infant, the unborn infant. Be what you want to see your child to be. That is the most important statement for a parent. Be what you want to see your child to be in the future. When the mothers, when the fathers live the life, the child follows the footsteps of the parents. When you and I consciously every single day for 9 months, you talk to your child consciously while the child is within the womb. You read constructive text, the Gita, the Upanishad, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Vedas. When you read all these things, the child picks up all these information long before the child enters the literal world. So when the elders live the lifestyle, it is teaching without telling the child you are teaching them. And that is what samskara is all about. Instilling, imbibing, inculcating into the blank slate, the minds of the children. That becomes the energy, the vibration which our children absorb. As I said, parenting is the most difficult responsibility in the world. Be the change, Gandhiji says, be the change that you want to see in the world. The parents have to be the change, what they want to see. They have to live the life, what they want to see in their children. And if we want our children to be better individuals, am I the example for my child? Ask myself that question. Ask yourself that question. Am I living the life that will make my children proud of me? The state of the mind of the mother and the state of the mind of the father at the moment of conception is the blueprint for that offspring. So, long before you went into family life, physical, mental, intellectual, and spiritual preparation is required on the part of both individuals. To attract the right karma of that young infant, your karma, mother and father, has to be the same to attract that young infant to come into our life. Hence, preparation is of utmost importance through samskaras. This is what Grihastha Ashram is all about. Preparing for that stage, just as you prepared for marriage, for children, grandchildren, work. We have to prepare them for that also. Am I preparing them for that? Am I preparing myself for that also? As family, for instance, when we are getting married, have we gone to someone to seek counseling? We offer that services to couples who are getting married. Before you get married, you have to come for counseling. Many couples don't come for counseling because they don't want to be told the truth. And when you end up in situations after marriage, that's the time. One couple came to me after marriage. They didn't come for counseling. They came back to me. The husband came to me and he was crying. He says, Guruji, when he came in, I was so happy. I said, only something good has brought you to visit me. He started crying. I said, what happened? He said, Guruji, my dulhan left me. I said, what did you do? I did not do anything. That's the problem. If you had done something, she would have never left you. See? If you had done something, she would have never left you. But you did not do anything, she left you. And then he started singing, Oh, jaane wale ho sake to laut ke aana. The one who has left me and gone, if it's possible, please come back to me. But when I'm with you, you don't appreciate me. Why should I come back? See? All these things. So, if you did not go through the counseling, how do you know what to expect in marriage? See, our Shastras are so fantastic. It tells us what? Study the Shastras before venturing into marriage. What does studying the Shastras have to do with marriage? It prepares you for what to expect in marriage. Look at the manner in the Ramayana, which Bhagwan Ram, how he treated Sita Devi, how he spoke to Sita Devi. Hey mama priye Sita, oh my most beloved Sita. That's the manner in which Bhagwan Ram spoke to Sita Maiya. On the other hand, in the Kathopanishad, between the father and the son, even with Ganapati ji, Bhagwan Shiva and Parvati Maiya, there was no communication between Parvati Maiya and Bhagwan Shiva and Ganapati ji. Parvati Maiya has gone to take bath. Bhagwan Shiva, Bhole Baba, he is always in the jungle. ध्यान में रहते हैं. He has no time for home. Parvati was lonely, so she brought forth Ganapati. She did not inform Ganapati ji about his father, Bhagwan Shiva, because she didn't expect him anytime soon. Because sometimes when men go outside, they take 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, a week, a month, years may pass and he may never come back home. So Parvati Maiya told Ganapati ji, you stand at the doorway. Anybody comes, don't let them in. She did not communicate with Ganapati ji about Bhagwan Shiva. And what happened there? Communication between parents and children is important. It shows there was no communication. And when there is no communication, what happens? Jhagra. प्रत्येक घर में झगड़ा होता है. Every home has it. And when Bhagwan Shiva returned, what happened? He was going straight inside the house. And this little fellow, Ganapati ji, he stopped him. Look at the manner in which Bhagwan Shiva, his attitude. Hey, hato yahan se. Get out from here. Look at the manner of Bhagwan Shiva. He does not know who is that little boy. Is there any respect between the father and the son? No respect. Then the son said, hey, my mother said no one is allowed to enter. Your mother? Who is your mother? And ek jhagra shuru kiya. All the bhoot and pret, Ganapati ji let them have it. Then Bhagwan Shiva took his Trishul. Parvati Maya got so angry. I don't care what you do, get back my son alive for me. Bhagwan Shiva wanted to be part of that child's life. To reconsecrate the prana pratishtha into that child's life, he had to be part of that child's life. To remove the ego, the ahankara. Because also the son did not speak to his father in a proper manner too. It comes from all sides. The father not showing respect, the son will not show respect. The mother forget to inform Ganapati about his father. And in the Kathopanishad, between Nachiketa and his father Vajashrava, Gautama, Gautama Vajashrava performing a Vishwajit Yagna. A Yagna for an individual who is about to enter into a stage of sannyasa. So he has to perform this Vishwajit Yagna to give away all what he does not want. All material things. Everything that he possesses, he has to give away. So Nachiketa, a small, chota bachcha hai, kam se kam 8-9 saal ke hain, about 8 or 9 years of age, excited because my father is doing a yajna. And what happened? So the father is giving away all the cows that had given its last drop of milk. The cows are barren. They have not eaten any grass for days. He's giving what he doesn't want, like many of us. And having started giving away, he was excited. And what did he say? He said, it says here, Tam ha kumaram santam dakshanasu niyamanasu shraddha avivesha so amanyata. A sense of shraddha, faith, avivesha, overpowered the mind of Nachiketa. He was so overcome with a sense of shraddha, faith, that my father will also give me away too. And then, when his father started giving, Sa huvacha pitaram tata kasmai mam dasyati iti, he says to his father. Sa ha uvacha, Nachiketa said, pitaram to his father, kasmai mam dasyati iti. To whom shall you bestow me, to give me away? Now, when a father is doing something, performing this yajna, the little son does not know the protocol. And he asks the father, to whom shall you give me to? And the father didn't take it on the first time. Dvitiyam, the second time the child asked again. The father took notice of it and he was kind of embarrassed. And the third time the child asked the father, now the father really felt embarrassed. To whom shall I give you? And what did the father say? Mrityave tvam dadami iti. I give you to Yamraj, to the governing principle of death. Now, look at the manner in which the father spoke to the child. The child is innocent. The child inquires. Look at the response of the father. How do we speak to our children? How do we speak to our parents? See, I was mentioning to one family yesterday. Never have any of my children raised their voice at me, because I never raised my voice at any of my children. Why? I have to live the example to teach my children. I don't tell them, I live the example first in order to teach them silently. And this is what Grihastha Ashram is all about. Empowering your children through your own actions. The actions I am performing, will my children be proud of what I am doing? Sometimes the father comes home, he takes a good few and comes home. Huh? The food is cold, he throws the pot outside everything. And Mahabharata. Jhagra. Dhoom dham se. One story came to my mind in which a couple got married. And after 3-4 months of marriage, the dulha went with his friends to hang out one evening. They had a few. And he came home and something happened and he raised his hands on his dulhan. She was cried and so on. She did not say anything after that. Next morning, when he got up, she said, I would like to talk to you. He said, sure, no problem. What would you like to talk about? She said, in my village, when we were growing up, my mother told me a story in which a husband raised his hand to hit his wife. And the wife told him, sometimes when people go to sleep, they can get hot oil in their ears. From that day, he never raised his hand to hit his wife again. Why? He's scared he will get hot oil in his ears. See? No quarrel, no angry, no threats. A subtle message was sent, speaking softly. From that day onwards, he never raised his hands again. If you have to raise your hand to help, not to hurt. Look at the manner in which Vajashrava, the father of Nachiketa, spoke to him. It is not the best manner. Is my home a conducive environment for the upbringing of children? Let us ask this question. Is my home the conducive environment? Sometimes we should not be scared of outsiders, Sometimes we have to be scared of the insiders, the family in the home. Whom shall I trust today? It says in this beautiful song, there's one line. Sakhi dheere dheere jhula jhula, hame dar lage, mujhe dar lage, hame dar lage, mujhe dar lage, hame dar lage. Sakhi dheere dheere jhula jhula, hame dar lage. Oh my friends, I am scared for those who are rocking the cradle. Because those who are rocking the cradle, they may wreck the cradle. And it'll be insiders, not outsiders. I can't trust my own family members, my closest of friends, much more of an outsider. So this is where parents have that greatest responsibility. You rock the cradle. Do not allow anyone to wreck the cradle for you. You become the mother and father to Jhulna jhulave brijbala. You have to rock the cradle and rock it gently. Dheere dheere. Very slowly, very gently, you rock the cradle. When you ensure that you are rocking the cradle, you are taking care of the child. You are taking care of the child. Look at Yashoda Maya and Bhagavan Krishna. Yashovati Maya and Bhagavan Krishna. How they communicate, how they share their love. When he stole the butter, makhan khayo na. And he will say, Main nahi makhan khayo. Mama, I did not eat any butter. I don't have time. Morning say to the evening tak I'm going to feed the cow, to raise the cow. Where will I get time to steal the butter? When she tried all possibilities to get him to speak the truth. When she began to cry, for that Bhagavan Krishna say, Sun Maya Mori, Maya Tu Janani, Maya Tu Janani. Now he starts sweet talking her. And mothers are like that. When their sons begin to sweet talk them, what happens? She forgets the truth now. And he says, Main nahi makhan khayo. There's two words. Main nahi makhan and maine hi makhan. Yes, ma, I ate the butter. So Yashomati Maya se bole Nandalala. Beautiful bhajan, Bhagavan Krishna. How is it that Radha is so fair and I am so dark in complexion?
यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला. यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला, राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला. राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला. नैन कजरारे गोरी गोरी राधिका के नैन कजरारे काली नैनो वाली हो काली नैनो वाली ने ऐसा जादू डाला इसलिए गाना यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला यशोमती मैया से बोले नंदलाला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला राधा क्यों गोरी मैं क्यों काला.
So before we went into marriage, have we sought advice of counseling for marriage? Have my parents prepared me for marriage? Have your parents prepared you for marriage? Have we ever thought of ever getting married, or we are forced into getting married because to please our parents, peers, we are pressured by our peers, our friends, our society, our traditions, all these things. Have we ever, having thought of marriage, what are the characteristics, the qualities am I looking for in a partner? All these things are to be taken into consideration. And having chosen someone to spend the rest of my life with, we now begin for this journey of marriage for children. Now, when you and I are venturing into this field, in spite of how much education, how educated I may be, how certified and qualified, that does not guarantee a successful marriage. What are the hallmarks, or what guarantees a successful marriage? What are the measures? What are the hallmarks that gives us an indication that this marriage is a successful marriage? This grihastha, this home, this institution is a successful one. Because every home has challenges. But the challenges make us a stronger person. If I was a brahmachari, I would never go through such challenges. When I'm a vanaprastha or a sannyasa, I have no challenges like that. It is only in Grihastha Ashrama we have the most amount of challenges, ups and downs. Every moment, these children have you running left, right, and center. It's good they keep us busy. It's one good thing, they keep us busy all the time. Some parents tell me they become a chauffeur. Dropping this one to school, picking up that one for music class, this one for dance class, tabla class. So many different activities. They can become a taxi driver, a chauffeur for their children. It's good that they're busy. But the whole idea about it, am I the parent making that positive impact in my child? The samskaras play the most important role in the upbringing of parents first, which will now be passed on, instilled, inculcated into their children. So first of all, as a parent, we must be cultured into a proper samskara. Now, the environment can give us samskara which can be positive or negative at the same time. Samskara of two types, good and bad. The mandirs are supposed to give us, the spiritual teachers are supposed to give us the environment or create the environment for positive samskaras. But they are also the society, the influence, the environment, which can create bad samskaras for us also. Which one would you embrace? How would you know which is the right one or the wrong one? The good one or the bad one? Because sometimes today, some things look good but not good inside. Outside they look good. Inside it's not good. You know, it's like your life and my life. बाहर तो उजाला है मगर दिल में अंधेरा. बाहर तो उजाला है. Outside is bright and beautiful, but inside is dark, filled with ignorance, filled with negativity. Looks can be deceiving. How do we know which is the right one? The right samskara, the right environment. When you and I decide to venture into these areas of Grihastha Ashram, Sit down, reflect, contemplate upon how you go about doing something. Enquire from those who know. They will guide us. The rishis will guide us. The masters will guide us. No rishi, no shastra will ever give us wrong information. Hence, Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verse 24. Tasmat shastram pramanante karya karya vyavasthito. Let the shastras be the source of authority for which your actions are based upon. When the shastras become the source of authority for what ought to be done and what ought not to be done, you are living the shastras. You are living the Gita. You are allowing the Gita to direct your course of life. And that is one samskara which will never go in the wrong direction. So, tomorrow I continue on the same point of samskaras and Grihastha Ashram. How influential, how impactful samskaras are. It's not too late for parents or grandparents to instill these samskaras, because both parents are working today and the grandparents are there taking care of kids, the children. So what happens? The grandparents who have already given their children their samskaras, it is now the grandparents who are now filling the role of the parents, of reinstilling now, reinculcating samskaras now into the grandchildren. So even though they are grandparents, they are not useless. Actually, they are used less. They are not useless. Understand that. The elders are not useless. They are used less. They have all the experience, but no energy. The youths have all the energy, but no experience. What do? There should be a marriage between the experience of the elders and the energy of the youth. And see what happens. Tomorrow a nation shall be prospering because of the experience of the elders and the energy of the youth coming together to march forward. When you have that in mind, you can progress. So with this, I would end here tonight, this part of and we'll do some kirtan and bhajan. Then after, we'll conclude with the closing mantras.
करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम, करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री भरत प्राण हरि Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram
Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai करुणा निधान प्रभु श्री राम
सुर की गति में क्या जानूं एक भजन करना जानूं सुर की गति में क्या जानूं एक भजन करना जानूं अर्थ भजन का भी अति गहरा तुझको भी मैं क्या जानूं अर्थ भजन का भी अति गहरा तुझको भी मैं क्या जानूं प्रभु 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 करना जानूं प्रभु 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 करना जानूं मैला जल भरना जानूं सुर की गति में क्या जानूं एक भजन करना जानूं गुण गाए प्रभु मायन छोड़ फिर जो तुम गुण गाते मैं भोला मैं प्रेम दीवाना इतने बातें क्या जानूं इतने बातें क्या जानूं सुर की गति में क्या जानूं एक भजन करना सुर की गति में क्या जानूं
This bhajan is in Malayalam. It's about Bhagwan Shri Krishna as a little baby, just like Bhagwan Shri Ram. Tumaka Chalat. This one is dedicated is about Bhagwan Krishna in Malayalam. Chilanki keti odi odi vayu, inde tamara kanna adi adi vayu. Chilanki keti odi odi vayu, inde tamara kanna adi adi vayu. Ninde pinju padam thedi thedi yangal, ninde divya namam pari banno. Chilanki keti odi odi vayu, inde tamara kanna adi adi vayu. Chilanki keti odi odi vayu, inde tamara kanna adi adi vayu. नंदन राधा जीवन केशवा हरे माधवा पूतन मर्दन पाप विनाशन केशवा हरे माधवा गोकुल बाल ने ओड़ी वायो गोपाल बाल ने आड़ी वायो गोकुल बाल ने ओड़ी वायो गोपाल बाल ने आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो मर्दन कालिय नर्तन केशवा हरे माधवा आश्रित वत्सल आपद बांधव केशवा हरे माधवा ओंकार नाद में ओड़ी वायो आनंद गीत में आड़ी वायो ओंकार नाद में ओड़ी वायो आनंद गीत में आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें कामड़ कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें कामड़ कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो रक्षक पाप विनाशक केशवा हरे माधवा अर्जुन रक्षक अज्ञान नाशक केशवा हरे माधवा गीतामृता में ओड़ी वायो हृदयानंद में आड़ी वायो गीतामृता में ओड़ी वायो हृदयानंद में आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो चिलंकी कटी ओड़ी ओड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो इन्हें ताम्र कन्ना आड़ी आड़ी वायो With this, my friends, we have come to the end of our session. So I'll now kindly ask President Ji, before we do closing mantra, so
Sitaram Namaste. On behalf of the National Council of Indian Culture, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight in your numbers to support us. I would like to also thank our Vyas, Sri Ravi Bharati, for the enlightening discourse, and I'm sure you all enjoyed it. Looking forward to tomorrow night with him. We invite you all for dinner next door, and looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow night. Sitaram.
Could we all kindly stand for Aarti? While they are doing the final ahuti, the final offering, as we stand before Ishvara, with our hearts open, filled with devotion, an expression of our love and gratitude for life, for health, for friends, for a home, for everything in life. Om Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, नासिक जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट विधि कर पाओ। जय जगदीश स्वामी शरण गहु मैं किसकी। बिन और न दूजा, आशिक रूबी जिसे ओम जय जगदीश। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। परब्रह्म परमेश्वर, परब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
अपने हाथ उठाओ,
अपने चरण बनाओ,
द्वार खड़ा मेरे, ओम जय
जगदीश
विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा,
पाप हरो देवा,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ,
प्रेम बढ़ाओ,
सत्तर की सेवा, ओम जय तन मन धन सब तेरा, सब कुछ है तेरा,
स्वामी सब कुछ है तेरा,
तेरा तुझको अर्पण, तेरा तुझको अर्पण, प्यारा ये तेरा, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे, भक्त जनों के संकट, दास जनों के संकट, क्षण में दूर करे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
Let us keep our eyes closed for a short while. A river is a continuous flow of water. The mind is a continuous flow of thoughts. And life is a continuous flow of experiences. Allow each experience to be an inspiration and live in that moment of inspiration every moment. A purposeful existence. Tvameva mata cha pita tvameva Tvameva bandhuscha sakha tvameva Tvameva vidya dravinam tvameva Tvameva sarvam mama deva deva Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om बोले श्री गणेश भगवान की सियावर रामचंद्र की शिव शंकर भगवान की दुर्गा मैया की कृष्ण भगवान की पवन सुत हनुमान की सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय अपने आसन पर बैठ जाइए Please partake of the Arti, Prasadam and meals prepared for everyone. I would like to thank personally the NCIC for requesting me to be part of this Yagna this year. And I really appreciate the offer. Thank you all very much. So please meet and greet each other before you all leave until we see tomorrow again as we continue with Grihastha Ashram and Sanskaras.